Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing great. And in today's video, we're going to discuss a few things related to direct and inverse proportion lesson. So the first thing in order to start talking about this lesson is to differentiate between the direct and the inverse proportion. What is the difference between direct proportion and inverse proportion? We're going to do this through these two different examples here. If I say to you that Maya uses 0.5 kilograms of rice for a meal that serves two people, how much rice does she need for a meal that serves four people? All right, let's look at this. They're saying to you here that she uses for rice. Oh, we got here people. Sorry, we got here people. So for rice, we got here 0.5 kilograms. And the number of people here for this is just two. So if I say to you, how much rice is needed for four people? If I do here, four people, how much is needed? How much rice is needed? Well, if we think about this even in real life, try to think about it in real life, definitely if the number of people increases for a meal, then it got doubled actually. We multiply the number of people here by two. Then definitely I need also to double the amount of rice that we need, which is going to be 1 kilogram, right? So here, because I doubled the number of people, I definitely need to double the amount of rice. But let's have a look here. This is what we call actually direct proportion. All right. Why? Because one element over here increased, the other one increases as well. If this gets decreased, then I will need also to decrease the amount of rice. What about the next example here? They're saying to you, two people build a wall in 4 hours. Okay, so we got over here the number of people, and we go over here the duration. Number of people, they're saying to you here, four people. Sorry, two people. They built the wall in 4 hours. How long would it take four people to build the same wall? How long? That means that they need here the duration. So let's do this. If I say to you here, let's think about this in real life. It has no rule. It's just in real life. So if I say to you here that the number of people for building a wall got doubled, then what is going to happen here for the number of for the amount or for the duration that they need? We're going to divide it by 2. So here, in order to do that, the duration is going to be only 2 hours, because here, for the number of people to build a wall, it took actually 4 hours. Then definitely, if more people join, it's going to take less time to build the wall. All right, so what do we call this? We call this inverse operation. All right, here in the next question over here, we got question number 3, which is here is a recipe for rice pudding. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm pausing. There are just a few people around me. That's why I just paused for a few seconds. All right. So let's start over here. I'm going to just remove this. I need to remove it. That's it. All right. Here is a recipe for rice pudding. What is the recipe? They're saying to you that you need here for the rice, sugar, and milk. Rice, sugar, milk, and it serves a specific number of people. So here we got people. So the rice here, the saying it is it's 100 grams. Rice is 100 grams. The sugar is 25 grams. and the milk is 750 milliliters. And that's all for 4 people. This is what this example is saying. And what is the question? It's saying to you how much sugar is needed for 8 people. How much sugar is needed for 20 is for 6 people, and then 10 people. And then 10 people. Well, actually over here, they're requesting for the 8 people, they want only sugar. And for the 6 people, they want only rice. And the last one over here, for the 10 people, they need only milk. Let's start answering this. All right. So the same technique exactly that we used before in the first lesson or the previous video for using ratios. Let's do that. Here, I got 8 people. What happened to it? First, I need to determine if this is going to be direct proportion or inverse proportion. That is definitely, yes, direct proportion. Why? Because we're talking here about a meal. We're talking about food. If the number, we're talking about ingredients. If the number of people increases, definitely I need to increase the ingredients. So here the number of people got multiplied by 2. Then definitely the amount of sugar will get multiplied by 2. So we're going to need 50 grams of sugar. And this is the answer of the first question. 50 grams. Good. What if I wanted the amount of rice for 6 people? Okay, no problem. What happened to the 4 to become 6? You're going to find, or in other ways, you can actually do 6 divided by 4. 6 divided by 4 is going to give you exactly 1.5. You multiply it by 100 because I wanted the rice here. Multiply by 100 is going to give you 150 grams of rice. So here, for the rice, we're going to use 150 grams. And the last question over here, which is how much milk is needed for 10 people, how much milk is needed for 10 people, we're going to do 10 divided by 4. And you're going to find here that it is 2.5. 2.5 exactly. Then you multiply it by 750. Multiplying it 2.5 by 750 is going to give you exactly 1,875. I hope that I got this right. I hope that I didn't make a mistake. I just calculated this mentally. All right, so doing this is not going to be enough, actually. We answered to the first question, A, correctly. We answered B also correctly. But unfortunately, C, we made a mistake. Why? Because they requested from us to give our answer in liters. And what I've done here is giving them the answer in milliliters. So I need to divide this by 1,000 to convert it into milliliter. So it is going to be 1.875 liters. And this is the answer to question C. All right, as you know, if you noticed here, and as we agreed a few minutes ago, that this is all about direct proportion. All right, the next question, let's have a look here at the next question. Next question is question number 5. No, question number 6, actually. It's a second. Then question number 7. All right, for question number 6 here, it says it takes Julia 40 minutes to drive to work at an average speed 60 kilometers per hour. So here we got the number of minutes and we got the average speed. They said 40 minutes for average speed 60 kilometers per hour. So Julia drives at an average speed of 120 kilometers per hour. So this changes. The thing to you, if this becomes 120 kilometers per hour, what is the duration? Or how much time would she take? How long would she take for the same trip? Well, if you noticed here, or you need actually to just relate this to real life situations, if the speed gets, if you drive faster, will the duration be less or more? Just imagine if you're driving only 60 kilometers per hour, but then you change this 120 kilometers per hour. Will the duration become less or more? Definitely, this is going to be faster. The speed got doubled, then definitely the duration will get halved. I will spend 20 minutes only for that. So the answer to question 6, Julia drives at an average speed of 120 kilometers per hour. How long will it take? Will it take Julia to drive to work? It will take her exactly 20 minutes. Question B here says, it takes Julia 80 minutes. Well, it takes Julia 80 minutes to drive to work. What's Julia's average speed? We agreed that this is inverse proportion. So this got multiplied by 2, then the original number over here gets divided by 2, which is going to make it 30 kilometers per hour. So the speed of the next question here is 30 kilometers per hour. All right, the next question here, which is question number 7. It costs a fixed amount to hire a villa in Spain. Up to 12 people can stay in the villa. Antonio hires the villa for his family of 4 people. The cost per person is 300 pounds or euros. Copy and complete the table. So here they're saying 4 people for 300. So that villa costs how much? It costs 1,200. So from this piece of information, I know if each one is going to pay 300, then the cost of the whole villa is 1,200. If more people stay, when they said that it's a fixed amount, look at that. They said a fixed amount, it doesn't change for up to 12 people. So if it is a fixed amount, like one person hires the villa, he's going to pay 1,200. But if there are 2 people, each one is going to pay 600. So this is going to be what? Inverse proportion, because the more people hire the villa, the less each one of them pays. So this is inverse proportion. So for 1,200, 12 people will live there or hire the villa. How much will each one pay? Cost per person is going to become, yes, 100. What if they were 2 people? Then 600. What if it is only one person hires the villa? Well, mister, hiring the villa is 1,200. So one person is going to pay 1,200 and so on. 6 people, I'm going to divide it by 6. It becomes 200 and so on until you finish the rest of